to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So in today's video, I am really excited because yet again we're doing another foundation wear test. This time is newest foundation by Chanel, the Les Beige reformulated foundation. So we're gonna be talking all about this little guy. So I'm gonna be showing you how this foundation applies, how it wears for the whole day, and then yeah, you're gonna decide if you need it in your life or not. If this is your first time here, my name is Gigi. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. I hope you stay subscribed for more. Click that red bar below. I do a lot of luxury makeup, unboxing, reviews. I love foundation reviews. And also come over to my Instagram because we do a ton of fun things that we cannot fit in here. And without further ado, let's start. Alright friends, so let's get started. As I mentioned, a new Chanel foundation. So this is the reformulated version. They used to have a Les Beige that looks just as a little bit similar to it, but in a frosted bottle that indicate that it's more mattifying foundation. This is your healthy glow. They added to the name Healthy Glow Foundation, Hydration, and Longwear. So we're assuming that this foundation is gonna be, you know, hydrating and longwearing, and we're going to find out. I do have combo skin for reference, and I like my foundations to be glowy and dewy, but not overly dewy because my T-zone does get quite oily by the minute. But anyways, this foundation I picked up from Selfridges, and I got the shade BD51. So that is the shade that I wear on my ultra tint foundation, which is my favorite foundation from Chanel. I also have the ultra velvet, the matte foundation. So I'm gonna be, you know, comparing this guy at the end, and I'll let you know which one I like best. But I do love those two foundations from Chanel for different reasons. So I was super excited about this one. I never tried the other one because I found the shade range to be super limited, and so that's why I just went ahead and purchased this one. Chanel foundations tend to be a little bit pinky and rosy, so I was not into that kind of life. I like my foundations to be yellow, and that is awesome because BD means doré, the D, so like yellow, and so they have neutrals, pinks, and yellow undertones foundation. So that is amazing within this range. They did standard their shade range, as I mentioned, and now I believe it has a 35 shades. So let's read on the description of this foundation. I was actually able to find this picture online when I was trying to figure it out, the difference between these two foundations. I'm gonna pop it up there. The previous Les Beige had a frosted bottle. As I mentioned, this one has a dewy, you know, glassy like. This one has the logo at top as well. The prior Les Beige had SPF of 25. This one doesn't. The other one had medium coverage. This one has light to medium buildable coverage. The other one was semi-matte. This one is radiant. The other one had 14 shades, and this one has 35 shades, and that one was in a frosted bottle, as I just said, and this one is in your transparent, just dewy, glossy bottle. So 35 shades is really good for Chanel. I think they just wanted to, you know, just come up with more shades because again, this foundation was extremely limited for a lot of people. The only thing that I don't understand is why they changed the finish of the foundation. So the prior was semi-matte. This one is the opposite. It is glowy, it is dewy, but it's meant to be long wearing. So we're gonna find out at the end of the day if that's the case. So reading from Chanel's website, and if I didn't mention, it retails for $60. They said that this is meant to be a light medium coverage fluid foundation that lasts up to 12 hours. It features a weightless texture and radiant finish for natural, healthy looking glow. Light reflecting pigments smooth and enhance the look of skin with a subtle luminosity, while antioxidants help to protect against pollution, free radicals, and blue light. The foundation is made with over 40% of water, so it's meant to be long wearing and enriched with moisturizing ingredients that hydrate skin immediately for up to 12 hours. So under my foundation today, I have my Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas because it's the primer that I like to use with all my foundations. foundations. That's a good primer to me, I feel like. And this being a glowy foundation, you know, I don't want it to be extra glowy, and I feel like this controls my oils really good. So I applied this guy underneath. Then I'm gonna show you how it looks. I did apply half of my face first. I did a little bit less than a pump. The pump is really good because you don't get a ton at once, so I did only a little bit less than half a pump, and I applied that to the half of my face. You can see I had some breakouts, so it is the perfect timing to test a foundation for coverage, and I really like the coverage of it. It was a good solid medium, I would call, because it evened out my skin pretty well. You can see that. Then I went ahead and completed my coverage with another half a pump to the other side of my face, and I did build up a little bit on my pimple that I have right there. You can still see it. This guy over there, I did apply a little bit more, so I really hope, fingers crossed, that it doesn't get crusty looking at the end of today. I really like the coverage. As you can see, it's a good, as I mentioned, just a solid medium coverage foundation. It has a ton of luminosity and it looks very, very healthy. I'm going to zoom you in just a minute just to show you what it looks like, but truly it looks really skin-like. You're able to see some of my freckles, hyperpigmentations and everything, so you really see through my skin, and I really like that. Those are my preferred foundations. To be honest, I don't like to cake up a lot of makeup, so I love that about that foundation. For setting powder, I use my trusty Cogendo powder. I do have Chanel's powder, but I find it to be extra mattifying, so, and sometimes it tends to, I don't know, sometimes I don't like my foundations when I apply that powder. That's not my favorite powder, so I'm still playing with that powder and seeing and just figuring out how I like it. So I just wanted to go safe and do my Cogendo, so I did this guy. And then all details for the rest of my makeup, including my eye palette, is gonna be in the description box. I did a full review on this Natasha Denona. That is what I'm wearing on my eyes right now, and I'm a little bit obsessed. Alright friends, I think that's all for now. That's all that I wanted to say. It is about 1 in the afternoon. I don't usually film at this time, but this foundation arrived and I'm like, okay, I'm dropping everything because we need to get this test going. I am really, really excited, and I am looking forward to this foundation. First impressions on the foundation and what it looks like, I think it is really pretty. It looks very natural. As I mentioned, I'm gonna zoom you out in just a little bit. It looks a little bit dry on my chin area, but again, I'm having some breakouts. I have one here, I have one in the middle of my chin right there. So we're going to, you know, to see what it looks like. We're gonna give the foundation a break. We're gonna let it, you know, melt with my oils and see if it looks a little bit better. But right now, around my mouth, it's looking a little bit makeup-y, I'm not gonna lie. So let me just show you up close what I'm talking about. So here is what I mean. I think it looks a little bit, you know, just as I mentioned, just a little bit makeup-y. I don't believe I applied it too much, to be honest. It has settled already. It's been maybe half an hour since I applied it, and it has settled on my smile lines, but that's the norm, that's the usual. Again, we're gonna see how that is gonna look on my pimple, and then this guy here in the middle of my chin. I thought that was the perfect timing. I don't usually break out, but there's something happening, and so this is perfect timing for a foundation test, right? I think it covered them well. You know, I didn't want to apply concealer at top. I just left it with what the foundation covered, and that's it. Alright friends, so I'm gonna go about my day, and I'm gonna see you all in my final thoughts. Hey guys, and I'm back, and it is almost 9 p.m. and I did tell you I did finish my makeup at around 1. So we are going to say that I wore this foundation for 8 hours. I am really, really tired. Little guys make you tired, okay? And if you have 2 boys, then you know what I mean. But anyways, let's talk foundation, shall we? This is how we look like. I think it looks pretty decent, like long wearing wise. It looks, you know, my blush and everything is still looking pretty okay-ish. My T-zone, as expected, it is a little bit shiny, but nothing as I expected. I actually thought it was gonna be a little bit worse because it was quite luminous when I applied the foundation. I think it actually looks pretty good. So now let's address my mouth area, and this time I'm going to bring you in super close because I got a comment on my last video that you couldn't see me properly, so you're gonna see my pores. Hold on. Right, and we're close, and you wanted to see me super close as you wanted to see my pores, so here you go. So this is what I'm talking about. So smile lines looking a little gross, pimple shining through. This one, not too bad. It just looks makeupy. You see this? Just makeupy, dry, emphasizing dryness. This is exactly what my Rare foundation looked like in my chin. It looked really good everywhere else. That's what I said, right? Hold on, let me bring you out. So as I was saying, this is exactly how the Rare foundation looked. It looked really well everywhere else in my face. It just looked really weird on my chin. And this blotting paper is just like weird these days. There you go. Oils are gone and it looks pretty good, you guys. So I'm torn because this is a beautiful looking foundation. I like it. Like around my forehead, everywhere else it looks really good. It's just this area, and I mentioned this in my Rare foundation review, it's just sitting weird around my mouth post how many hours because I'm having dryness and like breakups. So at this point I can't really blame the foundation for this situation. I have to be fair, and it's been 2 foundations already, and I've been wearing this guy every day, so I haven't really worn anything else by that. I love my Ultra Tint foundation. I love Holy Grail foundation. This is luminous. It has a semi-matte finish. I just love it a lot. My Ultra Velvet, sorry, the matte one. I also love it for really different reasons. This one just looks light and airy, and it's just super blurry and perfecting. I love these 2 foundations a lot, and I think I like it more than this one. This is gonna be for you if you have dry skin. If you're dealing with dry patches, I think it's gonna sit weird on them. That's my situation, you know, currently around my mouth. It's just I'm dealing with dryness, so it looks weird. Other than that, I do believe it is a pretty stunning foundation. It is really long wearing. I think I look very nice and put together 8 hours, you know, post application, and I think I like it. So I'm going to continue to use it, and if I have any different thoughts or anything like that, I'll make sure to pin a comment. But you know, again, until I deal with this situation, I have to be fair and I have to give a good rating to this foundation because I think it is really pretty. And this is really gonna be, I think, a beautiful foundation for you know, a mature skin. I think for a combo skin, it has gotta be beautiful. I don't know for an oily skin because it's quite glowy, you know. So for dry and combo and normal skin, I think you're really gonna enjoy. If you have oily skin, I don't think you're really gonna like it too much. That's just my opinion. I do have combo skin, as I mentioned, and I think it worked beautiful on my T-zone. It was not overly greasy, dewy. It's perfect. Perfect. Alright guys, and now I'm gonna stop rambling. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this foundation? What do you think of my wear test? What do you think? Thank you so much for your love and support, my friends. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!